Now to the election crisis in Afghanistan. The presidential election took years to organize, but it now appears to be in danger of unraveling. The process is being condemned as an exercise in fraud. Former World Bank official Ashraf Ghani leads, according to preliminary results, but his opponent, ex-Foreign Minister Abdullah Abdullah, is not going quietly. CCTV's Sean Callebs joins us now with the latest. This is an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, any hopes of a smooth transition have gone out the window some time ago. And the results really couldn't be much worse for Afghanistan or the international community. Abdullah Abdullah is angry, upset, and threatening to start his own government if Ashraf Ghani is declared the victor. Stability of the country, and indeed much of the region, could hang in the balance.
Finding out an Afghan presidential election is tainted by widespread allegations of fraud is a little like finding out the sun came up again this morning. As this fledgling democracy tries to take root, problems that have plagued the country for generations remain a problem. Former Foreign Minister Abdullah Abdullah came within a whisker of winning the election outright in April, but he was forced into a runoff when he failed to capture 50% of the vote. Now Abdullah is rejecting runoff results that show him losing the race to Ashraf Ghani. Abdullah's supporters are passionate and furious and took their vengeance out on a poster of current President Hamid Karzai.
We are the winner of this round of elections without any doubt. We will not allow the fraudulent government to rule this country for even one day without any doubt.
Abdullah is threatening to start a breakaway government. Ghani, an ethnic Pashtun, is drawing much of his support from Pashtu tribes in the east and south. Abdullah, a Tajik, has a stronghold in northern Afghanistan. Charges and countercharges of vote rigging are being investigated. As many as 1/3 of the nation's 8 million votes must be recounted.
We accept yesterday's preliminary results as legitimate and credible and will wait patiently for the announcement of the final results.
While the waiting game starts, the chance of a peaceful transition of power is evaporating.
It is a matter of great concern to see the allegations of widespread fraud.
And a major setback. The U.S. has invested billions of dollars trying to stabilize the 13-year-old democracy. But as the political crisis grows, Afghanistan's economy stalls. Outside aid is withering, and attacks like this one that claimed 16 lives near Bagram Air Base are escalating.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry will be traveling to Afghanistan on Friday to try and find a way to forge ahead. If Afghan leaders cannot, the results would be devastating to Afghanistan. The U.S. is making it clear it will stop all aid. Get this, American money funds more than 2/3 of Afghanistan's operating budget and 90% of security spending. And without those funds, any progress made over the last decade plus would erode rapidly and run the risk of pushing that country back into the kind of civil war that tore the nation apart in the 1990s. Mike.
You know, it's really interesting. You look at Afghanistan, you look at Iraq, these two countries the U.S. went into, things not going very well in Iraq. Now Afghanistan could unravel. What is Obama himself thinking about doing?
Well, it's a good question. I think a lot of people really point to some significant differences in Iraq and Afghanistan. One, there's about a 350,000 person army in Afghanistan that is trained and universally there to support that country, find a way to make it stable. Obama has reached out to both candidates. He called Abdullah Abdullah last night, very concerned about Abdullah's threat to form off a parallel government, breakaway government, whatever you want to call it. He called Ghani today, basically saying, look, there has to be a way to make this work. If there's any kind of effort to form two governments, the U.S. is going to pull all aid and do it right now. So the stakes are high, and this has to be done very quickly because the United Nations is basically saying if some kind of agreement isn't resolved quickly, then they aren't going to be involved either, and this could get ugly in a matter of weeks.
We'll definitely keep our eye on it. Sean, thanks so much.